Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Relax with Baseball Cards. I'm Ken Napzok, and you are going to relax while I open some packs. Last time out, we opened up some 1990 Upper Deck baseball cards. We have a wide selection of choices. 89 score. 92 Flair. Great green on not quite green coloring. 1990 Flair. The forgotten year of Flair. Off the top of my head, I kind of can't even remember what they look like. I think the cards were yellow. For their 10th anniversary edition, Flair decided bright, almost neon yellow was the best option. Well, we were heading into the 90s. After all. We do have some 1991 tops. Classic year. My classic year, I don't really remember them. And then some Donruss. 3 puzzle pieces and 15 picture cards. This is 1988 Donruss. I say Donruss. Some people, when I grew up, would say Don Russ, like it was a gentleman named Don Russ, who probably invited a lot of neighborhood folks over for a barbecue. You got to come over. I'm throwing a barbecue. That's okay, Don Russ. I'm going to go home and open up some baseball cards. And then last we have a classic 1987 tops. A true classic. The wood grain, bordered cards. I think inside is perhaps a Mark McGwire rookie card. A Barry Bonds on the Pirates with a yellow baseball hat on, a batting helmet as they call it in some universes. All right. What will it be? I don't know why I'm doing this like I'm reading tarot cards or something, or summoning the ghosts of baseball's past. I think this time we are going to go with that classic 1987 tops. Until next time, stack of cards. A little scratch for you. All right, here we go. I do have a box of 87 tops. This is from that box. A chance to win a trip to the 1988 spring training is up for grabs here. Let's see. We do know this packaging did not stand the test of time, as you can see. A little loose. We got the famous gum in there. I am not going to try to eat the gum. That's what we would maybe consider hacky. Been done before. Not as funny as you'd think. Also, probably dangerous on some level. So I'll open up the pack and we'll go over the memories that are contained inside so many memories. 87, great year for baseball. A live ball year, shall we say, where suddenly the balls started flying out of the ballparks. I remember Wade Boggs actually hit over 20 home runs that season just to prove that he could. Oh, Wade, have some more chicken, drink some more beer on that flight, and hit a dinger for all of us. All right, let's open this up here. Well, look at this. You can see the first card right there. 87 tops. Now this if I was opening this pack in the spring of 1987 when these cards came out, I'd be very excited right now because we have ourselves a Don Mattingly. And Don Mattingly was my favorite New York Yankee. And if you're keeping score at home, my second favorite Major League Baseball player of all time. And that is Gary Carter. But I am a New York Yankee fan. Became one in the 80s by accident out on the West Coast in California. I was playing on a softball team at my school, and the name of the team was the Yankees. So I figured, well, why not root for that team? Little did I know they were the greatest team in the history of all professional sports. That's the truth. This is a great card here, Don Mattingly. It's not the best photo, but for the time, I actually really like this, the contrast here. Don's almost got a beard. He was known, of course, for the mustache and those sideburns that he needed to shave. Oh, Steinbrenner and Stump Merrill wanted him to follow the rules, you see. This is a classic example of the 87 tops. Like I said, the wood grain border, a lot of people love that. I love the red here used for the Yankees. The photo prominent. And then on the back you got kind of just a classic setup there with that tops statistic tracking there. This is when Don Mattingly was in the prime of his career, of course, coming off an amazing season in 1986 where he led the league with 238 hits, 53 doubles. He hit, or as some would say, walloped 31 home runs, drove in 113 RBI. Of course, in 85, he led all of baseball with 145. He also led the league in slugging percentage with .572 and batted .352, which amazingly did not win him the batting title. Should be noted that he only struck out 35 times in 1986. At this point in his career, he only struck out 141 times. Crazy to think where nowadays the style of the game has changed, and most all-stars are striking out 140 times a season. Don's birth certificate states he was born in 1962, not 1961, as shown in most baseball records. Well, that's just creepy. What you hiding, Don? What went wrong there? So that's Don Mattingly. I'm going to keep that one right there. Next, we got Jeff Reed, catcher, Minnesota Twins. Smoldering look from Jeff Reed right there. This is a man that wants to get out there and hit a baseball. And maybe head back to the hotel lobby bar and have a beer and tell you all about it. Jeff Reed would end up with the Montreal Expos. And the fact that I know that has not got me anything in life. Next up, is California Angels pitcher Mike Witt, one of the best pitchers in baseball at this time. Remember, the California Angels were coming off a playoff appearance in '86 and the dramatic and traumatic home run that Dave Henderson hit off Donnie Moore ended their World Series dreams, something that would not be realized, of course, until 2002. Mike Witt won 18 ball games in 1986, and even though the win stat does not mean what it used to mean, I think that's still pretty impressive. Mike Witt. Angel picture. Not picture, Angel pitcher. Gee, I sound like I'm in second grade. Willie Randolph, legendary Yankee. One of the key cogs in the team. in the late 70s. Would go to play for the Dodgers in, 88, 89, or in 89, I do believe, as Steve Sachs would go over from the Dodgers and play for the Yankees. They flip-flopped with the free agent contracts. Started his career at the Pirates. A lot of people don't remember that. Considered one of the best second basemen in baseball, but at this point in his career, he had only hit 39 home runs. See that stat on the bottom? 39 home runs. Crazy to think. The game's changed. I'm actually okay with change in baseball. I think it's needed. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of things to be different in baseball. One of them would be most players be putting the gloves in their back pockets or throwing their gloves down in the outfield when they go to bat like they're playing in a picnic. Jerry Hairston, the next card up. Hairston for the White Sox. Oh, look at this. We got ourselves a Hall of Famer. Nolan Ryan. This is a great pack already. Nolan Ryan. Ryan Express. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. I got to move the stats away. This is how you knew Nolan Ryan had been around a bit. Look at those stats. Look at the font size compared to Mattingly, already a star. That is impressive. Nolan Ryan was an Astros pitcher at this time. The 87 season would find Ryan pitching just as well, but not for a playoff-bound team like in 1986. By 89, he'd be back in Arlington pitching for the Rangers. It's funny to think, I remember looking at this card and thinking, wow, Nolan Ryan is really old. But now he looks young. In fact, I'm older than Nolan Ryan right now. Wow. That's, sorry, I'm gonna have to recover from that one. Didn't mean to throw your card, Nolan Ryan. Let's put that over there. All right. Next card up is a future star. He's a Topps Gold Cup rookie, which, man, he was one of the best of the best of the best. Andy Allison, catcher for Cleveland. Of course, this logo, we don't. Let's just maybe do that. Allison was one of the best young catchers in baseball at this time. Any guess on his stats? I'll let you know right here, right now. 101 games, 1 home run, 29 RBI, and he batted .225. Man, this is a Hall of Famer. Nothing against Andy Allison, by the way. He did something I'll never do, which is have a Gold Cup Topps card. Again, it's probably best that we hide that. Andy Allison, everybody. I remember having this one as a kid and thinking, and pulling it from a pack in 1987 and thinking, Gold Cup rookie, I've made it. I can pay for college. Not the case. Next up is Davey Lopes. Davey Lopes, Dodger, A, Cub, and Astro in 1986. Lopes, absolutely, as you can see there, one of the best mustaches in baseball history. Do not underestimate the power of that stash. Sorry, Davey. Davey Lopes, or as I probably called him around this time in my life, Davey Lopez. But Davey Lopes is the guy. There you go. Outfielder, second baseman at this point in his career. Came over from the Cubs to help the Astros in their stretch run drive in 1986. Legend. Speaking of legends, this is not one, but it's Juan Benitez. You put some respect on that name because he looks like he's ready to strike out and then maybe go teach a high school gym class. But joke's on me, because as you can tell, Benitez had a long career. in the major leagues, and it's good to notice and be aware that Juan has played winter ball the past 16 years. Wow. Good job, Juan. Career spanned 2 decades of play. Red Sox, Rangers. Did play for the Yankees in 79. Mariners, Angels, and Orioles here. Did not play much after this, so long career for Juan Beniquez. Now we got one of the best shortstops in the game. And we got the gum stain. We got the stain. Spike Owen came up with the Mariners. Look at Spike. I'm going to name my kid Spike. Said his parents. I dare say that's his Christian name. Spike attended University of Texas, where he was a third-team All-American in 1981 and 1982. Good job, Spike. Came up with the Mariners in 83. Comes over in 86 to the Red Sox to help them get to the postseason. And man, what a stud, what a star. 1 home run, 10 RBI, and a robust 183 average. I had to break out the bifocals to look at that one. Spike Owen. Here's the thing about these stains. So interesting. I remember you'd be bummed if you got these kind of stains right here. And I remember hearing tell, like an urban legend, that you could like rub a sock on it and it would go away. I think I tried that many times, just staying alone in my room, rubbing a sock all over my card. It wasn't effective, at least not for the cards. Here we go. Spring fever. Win a trip for 4 to the 1988 spring training camp with a team of your choice. Oh my. Look at all those contest rules. I never entered these contests, probably because an inherent sense of self-loathing that I would never win anything. Treasures of the 87 Topps pack. Next up in the pack is John Miserock. John Miserock. If memory serves, I'm going to flip this card over. I think he did catch, but he might have played some outfield. Let's find out. Catcher, listed as a catcher. Miserock came up with the Astros in 83, missed all of 84, 85, 86. He was a classic backup catcher. Interesting to note, he graduated from Punxsutawney High School. Phil Connors. I wonder if John Miserock got really tired of hearing that joke in the 90s. I love this on the date right here. It says, on May 18th, 1961, Ryan Dern recorded 4 strikeouts in 1 inning for the Angels. Former Yankee Ryan Dern. His 1961 Topps card was number 356. There was probably a point in my life where I knew that fact, including the baseball card number, by heart. And I imagine if you're still listening at this point, you can say the same thing. Maybe we should have opened up this 89. No, next time. All right, we got Tito Landrum right here. Tito Landrum. Toolsy players, they'd say. Cardinals, Orioles, Cardinals. I remember Tito. A good career. I mean, at this point, 219 career hits. Let me ask you this. How many career hits do you have? And the answer is probably 0. But Tito Landrum, at this point in his life, had 219 more than you. Just looked like a player that almost could play fit in the modern age, you know? A part of this transition period in baseball. 87 would be a big year for the Cardinals. All right. I love this card. I love that old Phillies logo. I was never a super fan of these uniforms. I actually don't like when they bring them back. Glenn Wilson, outfielder extraordinaire, going to play for the Astros, I believe. Here played for the Phillies, started with the Tigers, missed the 84 Tigers World Series run. Wilson wearing the glasses that makes him look like he's late for ticket writing class at the CHP Academy. Good job, Glenn Wilson. Power hitter. By power hitter, I mean 19 career... No, that's triple, sorry. 58. My apologies. 58 career home runs at this point with a slugger. I will point out, though, that his 85 season for the Phillies was a great one. Only had 14 home runs, but that makes him a superstar slugger at this point, but drove in 102 and batted .275, so a key member of the Phillies during this time. Here we got one of the best closers in the game, Tom Henke. Blue Jays. Still relatively new in terms of a closer. He came up with the Rangers in 82, but 85 goes to the Blue Jays. That's a great year for the Blue Jays, of course. 86, 27 saves back then. That puts you on the leaderboard. I always love this picture. Just a man concentrating hard on his job. We are almost done with this pack here. 15, I believe. Excuse me. 17 bubblegum cards. All right, here is the pitcher for the Cleveland Problematics called Ken Schramm. I remember Ken Schramm, do you? Blue Jays, Twins, Indians, over 740 innings. Now, here's an interesting note. How is this possible? Ken is employed as the assistant general manager of the AA El Paso Diablos during the offseason. To my knowledge, I don't know if this is rare or not. To my knowledge, I can't recall an active major leaguer also serving as the general manager or assistant general manager for a minor league team. I'm going to look that up after. Schramm, pitcher. Here we got Charles Hudson. Charles, pitcher, Phillies. I barely have any memories of him. I do know that he existed, but I don't remember what he did much after this. I know I wish I had 7 wins in 1986. Charles Hudson. Last card in the pack. Ricky Horton, left-handed pitcher, St. Louis Cardinals. Young, still kind of a young up-and-coming pitcher at this time. Broke into the bigs in 84. Was there with the Cardinals in 87, I know. Was also there in 85 for their playoff run, too. Ricky Horton, left-handed pitcher. And that's about all I know about Ricky Horton. Listen to the sound of this gum hitting the table. That sounds, sounds intimidating. Let's do this. Gotta tell you, not a satisfying crack. There you go. admit that's not quite as good as hair cracking, but Topps gum cracking might be the next craze. We'll find out. Like I said, I am not going to eat this gum. This is gum that's over 30 plus years old, almost 35 years old, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to throw it away. I just don't even know what to... That's a sound. All right, that is our pack here of 1987 Topps baseball cards. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to give me a follow, a sub, a thumbs up, or maybe you just don't understand the value of a man looking at old baseball cards and realizing he's now like years older than Nolan Ryan was when he was in this baseball card. I'm seriously going to have to figure out where I stand on that in my soul. That's a little weird. But we did pick up a Don Mattingly, a Nolan Ryan, an Andy Allison Gold Cup rookie card. Davey Lopes, I could trade it to old Dodger fans. This is a good pack of cards. I would have been very happy with this pack of cards if I had opened it in 1987. I hope you're happy with me opening this pack now in 2021. We'll see everybody. This has been Relaxing with Baseball Cards. I'm Ken Napzok. See you next time.